Hello again. New reading. This reading is about the weekend, the 27th of February to March 1st. So yeah, boom. We are entering into the first of the spring month. Summer, for those of you living in the south, of course, you are entering into the season of fall. So yeah, change of season either way. and it's an expression in my home country that March can be a little challenging month because at least because I live in the northern hemisphere, and we always used to say that we are one step closer to spring, but at the same time we are still lingering in the old energy with the winter. So yeah, maybe that is a message for you, that maybe you are lingering between something, a transition between something old and entering into something new. Maybe some of you are retiring. That can be a specific message for some of you. With that said, we have already entered into Mercury retrograde, and this energy will last up until March 20th. So yeah, be aware of this energy. Communication can be a little tricky for some of you. I will, as always, do a separate reading about this energy, about this period. So, with that said, let's look at the cards. What is the message from Spirit about this upcoming weekend? So, as you can see, I've pulled out some oracle cards. There are messages, as always, at the back. I usually only have 3, but Spirit wanted us to have 4. And I kept hearing in my mind, 3 is the magic number, you know the song? 3 is the magic number. Yeah. So, with that said, maybe you wanted to increase your family, maybe... yeah, maybe you want this is a very specific message for some of you, but yeah, maybe you wanted to start a family, and usually most of us get one child at a time, but maybe you have been to ultrasound the week that passed, and boom, it shows that you are expecting twins. So yeah, there is something about this extra energy here. Yeah, something unexpected. So with that said, let's look at the message. Gentleness. Be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. Interesting. So yeah, we are in Pisces season, and Pisces are a very gentle zodiac sign. They are very romantic. They are very very gentle with their emotions, and maybe a little naive at some point. And of course, with being in Mercury retrograde, and there is a special focus for this Mercury retrograde. Each and every period of Mercury retrograde has a specific focus. But if you will watch my video about Mercury retrograde when I upload it, you will understand what I'm talking about. So just keep an eye on for that video. Look. Overcoming difficulties. The worst is now behind you and you are surmounting any previous challenges. Boom. Yeah, beautiful. Whatever this is, maybe you have had a tough week, or maybe you have had a tough month. I know that January and February usually are our month that can be very tough financially because we have spent so much money in December with Christmas and the holidays and gifting and yeah. So January and February can be tough financial months. So we are exiting these two tough months now and entering into more lighter energy, I feel. Spread your wings. Don't hold back right now. The timing is perfect and you are ready to soar. Yeah, you are ready to take action on something. Maybe it's a project that you want to embark on. Maybe, yeah. I don't feel like spring cleaning is a project, but yeah, of course, it can be a huge project. Maybe you have planned something outdoors, for example, a huge project outdoors with your house. I don't know. Whatever this is for you, you know. Let's look at the last one. Hello from heaven. Interesting. Your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of worries and feel the loving blessings. Maybe this is a message for some of you who recently have lost a dear loved one. So know that they are doing just fine. I think they are doing much better than I think it's them who worry more for us down here than we should worry about them up there. I think that when you have entered into heaven, there is nothing to worry about. That is a blessing. Okay, wow. We start with the 6 of Wands for this weekend. That is interesting. So yeah, maybe it has been a successful week for you. Or maybe you are determined with spread your wings here. It looks like almost like the same energy, you know? Look at this. You are determined now to go for success, whatever this is. Yeah, maybe there is something about the upcoming week. You're determined to do something the upcoming week, a project, as I said, that you want to start. I have no idea. Okay. Ooh, wow, thanks. We got 3 cards in a row, so I'll take them. I guess it was intentional that these would pop out. And we have the 9 of Cups, emotional fulfillment. Wow. So this looks like a beautiful weekend, I must admit. Yeah, a beautiful energy. And we are loading up to the full moon that will be on the 4th of March. That will be Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. Okay, let's look at Friday. Wow, an emotional beginning. Maybe some of you will get a message. Maybe some of you will get a message about something. Maybe some of you, as I said in the beginning, maybe some of you are having an ultrasound on Friday, have an appointment with a midwife or yeah, something like that, a doctor. And yeah, it turns out that you are expecting twins, as I said. That's an emotional beginning. But yeah, there's something beautiful here. I don't know. Saturday. The balancing act. Balance between the light and the shadow. I don't know, this made me feel maybe some of you slept a little bit bad night to Saturday. Maybe it was late. Maybe it was late on Friday. Maybe some of you were out having a little bit fun and night turned into daylight. And yeah, I don't know. But you're trying to balancing it out. Maybe this is gentleness. You need to be a little gentle with yourself. Okay, let's look at Sunday. Oh my God. This is interesting. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Sunday. Healing. What to say about the Three of Swords? I need to think about it a little bit. Maybe this is a disappointment, something that was a good thing suddenly turned out to be, because look, this is very interesting. You have the shadow of, here you have the lotus, and here she's sitting on the shadow. She's sitting on the shadow of this lotus. So it's maybe something you thought was blossoming wasn't blossoming at all. But you are not alone. It says hello from heaven. You're comforted by these angels here. Hello from heaven. Your loved ones are in heaven are doing fine. So whatever this is, this reminds me of Thumbelina. You know, the adventure about Thumbelina. I don't recall the whole story, but she grew up within a flower. Yes, like this lotus here, because she was so tiny. Maybe she got lost from her fairy family. Was it like that? Well, how was it? She was living in a flower. In the water. Yeah, it was something like that. She was living in a flower within the water. Within the water. She had got lost from her fairy family. And suddenly it started to rain. And the water in the river increased. and she suddenly, yeah, she almost drowned, and she had to let go of this beautiful flower home that she was living in. So maybe there is something about letting go here, and letting go of old disappointments. Yeah, letting go of old disappointments, because of course it wasn't a disappointment growing up within a beautiful flower, but there is something about letting go into a new adventure. Yeah, letting go into a new adventure, and yeah, maybe letting go of past. Because the what I remember from this Thumbelina is that it has a happy ending. Of course, it has a happy ending. I will just a minute. I will figure it out. Okay, so yeah, it's very interesting. It is, as I said, she grows up within this flower. It's a long story, but she meet a lot of challenges, and that she overcomes, and maybe that is something for you, because go from 1 to 2 to 3, you are leveling up here. Yeah, you are leveling up. And it's interesting, we have 369 here. That is a Tesla energy, the Tesla frequency of 369. So that is absolutely amazing. So the plot here is that the obstacles she people animals, because she's very small. She got first kidnapped by a toad, and he was trying to force her to marry his son, and she got to escape from him. And then she was then captured by a mouse that gives her shelter, and in the meanwhile she meets a swallow, and this swallow is injured. So she treats this swallow during the winter time, gives him shelter underground, and when the swallow is, of course, healed, it flies away. And the end of the story is, of course, that this swallow comes and save Thumbelina in almost the last minute, you know. And look at these angels here coming in. Looks like these angels coming in to save you from something. I don't know. Yeah, interesting energy. Maybe you need to be saved from something hurtful. But you are being comforted by the angels, something that you can't see. But it turns out just fine, because look at this white dove here coming with a message of a heart being given to you with these cups. And here again we have the flowers. So this reminds me of how Thumbelina was created, because she was created because there was a woman who wanted so much a child, and she went to a witch that gave her some seeds, and she said, sow these seeds, and yeah, from that Thumbelina was born. Very interesting energy for this weekend, I must admit. So yeah, but whatever this is, be gentle with yourself. You have overcome so many challenges with this channel of Thumbelina story. You're ready to spread your wings now, and you are supported by the heavenly realm to do this. Yes. Okie dokie. Thank you so much for watching this very interesting message. And I'll see you again in another reading very soon. Bye for now.